In this video, I'm going to show you how you can put your investment on autopilot. What is going on, YouTube family and friends? Today I wanted to show you how I do automatic investing and how I automatically move my money from my paycheck into my E-Trade account and finally having it purchasing into my mutual fund automatically on a weekly basis, and how simple it is, and I wanted to show you how you can do it as well. So E-Trade has this feature called automatic investment plans, and it is exactly what it sounds like. It will allow you to automatically choose a mutual fund that you want to purchase into on some amount of time, like on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, whatever you choose. And it will allow you to just not have to do anything, and it will automatically purchase into that for you at that regular schedule. Now you can see there's a couple of different benefits here, including it helps saves you time, it prevents you from making emotional decisions when investing, which is generally considered a bad idea because you might sell or buy at the wrong time if you're doing it based on emotions. And it helps you implement some sort of strategy into your investment plans. Now, I'm not going to talk about if investing is right for you or specifically what you should invest in. This will be more focused on if you want to do automatic investing, how you can do it, and specifically how you can do it with E-Trade. That's the platform of my choice, just because I have an account and I'm more familiar with it. However, you should look into your own brokerage to see if a similar feature is available for you. But on a high level, here is the flow of what I do with my money and how it's automatically invested. So first, I get a paycheck every 2 weeks. Generally on Fridays is when it shows up. And I get paid using a system called Workday. And in that system, it allows me to automatically deposit my money into different accounts. Now, I currently am pushing it into 4 different accounts for different purposes. You don't have to do this, but I do this just so that the money can go into a specifically allocated place for instance, for my mortgage, for saving into an IRA account, for E-Trade, and the rest of it will go into just a general checking account where I can make purchases at the grocery store or for whatever else that I want. And finally, once it gets into the E-Trade account, every week on Tuesday, I have a plan where it will automatically purchase a mutual fund of my choice. So that happens every week on Tuesday. And you can notice that the times that it does this is not the same. And that's just because E-Trade does not have the option for me to do it every 2 weeks. So I just do it every week and just half the amount. And so this is what it looks like on E-Trade. Sorry, this is what it looks like on Workday. So I have the option to edit it, and what will happen is it will first go into my IRA savings account. This specific amount. This amount is just because after 26 paychecks, I will get about $6,000, which is how much you can put into an IRA account. And that's maximizing that. So in essence, I'm paying myself first by having it up there, making sure that I will always put that above everything else. Secondly, it'll go into my home payments account. Mortgages are generally expensive, but this is the amount that I need to pay it off every month. So that will cover that. Finally, the $100 will come from from my paycheck into my E-Trade account. And that's the money that I'm going to use for investing purposes. Now, it's not actually $100. I changed it for the purposes of this video. But in this example, let's say that every paycheck I'm going to take $100 and put it into the E-Trade account. And finally, the rest of it will go into my checking account. Now, as I said, every 2 weeks on Fridays, this money will show up in my respective accounts. And from there, I can set up a automatic investment plan in E-Trade. And the way to do that is in E-Trade, after logging in, you click on trading and go to automatic investing. So here is where you can find the option to do automatic investing. In this case, we don't have a plan set up yet, so we can click on get started. And the first thing that you have to do is select the account where you want to do the automatic purchasing. In this case, I want to do it not on my IRA accounts, but on my primary investing account, which is my after-tax brokerage. So I'll click on that, and you can notice here that it shows that I already have 2 mutual funds already in this account. And that's important because if you want to buy a new mutual fund, you're going to have to pay an initial cost to get into the fund first. And I'll show you what that means in a bit. So because I have these 2 funds, I can either check to say I want to buy more into this fund, or I can just search for a new fund. For instance, let's say if I wanted to buy into the S&P 500 from Vanguard. I'm kind of a fan of Vanguard. That's my preferred style of investing. So their S&P 500 index fund is VFIAX. If I click on that and hit continue, then it will show, say, enter the details of how much I want to invest into this. Now, because I have not gotten into this fund yet, I'm going to have to put in a minimum of $3,000 the first time. And then after that, the reoccurring amount must be at least $100. And notice there's no transaction fees, which is really nice. You should not have to pay a fee every single time you want to do this if you want to do it automatically. But in this case, I don't want to purchase into this one. My preferred one is the Total Stock Market by Vanguard. So I'll do that. And as I've shown you on workflow here, I'm going to get $100 into my E-Trade account every 2 weeks. Now that means I will only have $50 available every single week to invest. So that's what I'm going to put, say $50 here. And I'm going to invest it every week. Now, I can also do it every month, every 3 months, every year, twice a month. And as I mentioned, for some reason, E-Trade doesn't let me do it every 2 weeks, which is different from twice a month. Because if you do it twice a month, you'll only have 24, that happens 24 times in a year. But if you do it every 2 weeks, you're going to get 26 times in a year. And there's going to be some times where that doesn't match up, so you won't have enough money in the account. So if you're in that situation, I'd recommend going every week and just doing half the amount. Now, the other thing to do is to choose the account where the money is going to come from. Right now, I have the option to pick it from the investment account itself if there's cash already in there, which that's where the cash will be going into. Or I can also pull it out from a external account. This is my external banking account. You can have that set up and pull from there if you'd like. However, in this case, I'm just going to keep it all in E-Trade and get it from the investment account. So I'll do that. I'll hit continue. And finally, it will have me review this. In this one, I just want to name it a little bit more, saying instead of my weekly plan, I'm going to say weekly VTSAX, because that's the fund I'm purchasing into. And it's going to be every week. And notice how it's going to be on every Tuesday. Now, this is the only option. I don't exactly know why. There's probably some sort of legal reasons, which I'm not aware of. But in my case, that's okay. I'm going to accept that. It's going to be $50 every week, funding from my investing account and purchasing inside of the investing account. So once that looks good, I will hit complete order. And my plan will be created. So the next time it purchases will be on the 5th of May, which is going to be in about 2 weeks from now. That will be next week. And just like that, my investment is now automated. And it's as simple as that. Now, I've talked about the tools, and I did not say anything more about why I'm purchasing into VTSAX, or if you should do more or less. There's a lot of theory behind all of this, and I would not recommend you just do this on a whim. Make sure to do your research, talk to your financial advisor if you have one. Otherwise, I'm always happy to talk more about this topics. I really like talking about finances, and I would be happy to help you out as much as I can. I'm not a financial expert or anything like that, so don't take the things I say as expert opinion. I'm just very enthusiastic about this, and I want to share what I currently do with everyone else in hopes that this might help you guys and give you guys ideas. But I hope you guys enjoy that, and don't forget to leave a comment down if you have any questions or thoughts about this. And if you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.